On today's Week in Review, we are doing things a little differently. As the state's current largest wildfire, the Alexander Mountain Fire west of Loveland, has grown to at least 8,000 acres since starting late Monday morning, with containment in the single digits. More than 3,000 families were under mandatory evacuations on Tuesday, and 1,000 more voluntarily left their homes. And we know not everyone can keep up with all the news from this week, so here's a look at some of the stories topping our website at cbscolorado.com outside of all the wildfire devastation. Now, your investigator Brian Moss is tracking details in the trial against Stephen Matthews. The Denver cardiologist is charged with drugging and sexually assaulting 9 women. He met the women on dating apps between 2019 and 2023. On Monday, testimony went into its 3rd week. It featured a woman who says after having 1 shot of alcohol with Matthews, she lost her memory, woke up naked on his couch with handcuffs, and was throwing up. Matthews has pleaded not guilty. Brian also broke the story last year about a town's questionable car sales. He was there Tuesday night as Lakeside made some decisive moves after a grand jury indicted its police chief and town clerk, Robert Gordonier, over an alleged car flipping scheme. The town of Lakeside has taken action.
So we're now in executive session.
Tuesday night.
I will call for a motion to terminate Mr. Bob Gordonier as our police chief and fire chief of the town of Lakeside, effective immediately.
Lakeside town trustees voted unanimously to fire their one-time mayor and current police chief, Bob Gordonier.
I think we have every reason to terminate effective immediately.
The move follows a Jefferson County grand jury's indictment of Gordonier and his daughter, town clerk Brenda Hamilton, for theft, embezzlement, and official misconduct. The grand jury finding Gordonier sold several town police cars to his daughter for dirt cheap prices, sometimes just a few $100s. And Hamilton is charged with then turning around and selling them on the open market and pocketing thousands of dollars.
What about Ms. Hamilton? She was on paid leave. What's her status after this meeting?
She has agreed to sign a separation agreement with the town.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Really? Can I show you some documents that your name is on? Here, let me show you.
While Gordonier and his daughter have only been charged, town trustees indicated our interview with Gordonier last year and his admissions were sufficient evidence implicating him and his daughter in wrongdoing.
It was a lot easier just to do it and be done with it.
They're innocent until proven guilty, but based on everything that we've seen and what he has admitted on record, it was a really easy decision to understand that we can terminate him.
Town trustees seem certain they've made the right moves.
This is what should happen when integrity ceases to exist.
I'm Brian Moss, covering Colorado First.
A Denver police arrested a man for the death of his wife after a double homicide investigation started on Monday morning near Central Park. Denver police now announcing they have arrested for the death of his wife. The bodies of that woman, along with a young girl, Nicholas Michael Bust's daughter, were discovered in an apartment. One died on scene, the other at the hospital. Police tell us Michael Bust called 911, saying he found his wife and infant daughter hurt early that morning. Officers found bruising and blood on Michael Bust at the scene, along with scratches on his neck. Michael Bust is now being held for an investigation on 1 count of first-degree murder. The family of a Colorado woman missing now for more than 7 months says they were the target of scammers. Casey Yoder's family reported her missing in mid-January in Weld County. Your reporter Olivia Young shows us while social media was incredibly helpful in getting the word out about Casey's disappearance, someone used that information to try and take advantage of her family by pretending to be Casey, demanding money from them while they're extremely vulnerable.
Going up, kept going down. Well, maybe it is her because she said, love you more back. And if I block her, then she's gone forever.
Justice takes flight. The nonprofit helping Yoder's family says her mother, Tammy, did the right thing by asking questions and choosing not to send money. They recommend reporting messages like this to investigators. Inflation, property tax increases, big energy bills. Coloradans cannot catch a break on their bills. And another blow is on the way for people in Broomfield after learning about a big increase in their water bills. So the city proposes a 50% increase in water and sewage costs. City leaders say the proposed hike comes with Broomfield's growing community. They also say it's because of growing requirements for more water, sewer, and stormwater infrastructure.
In Broomfield, we've had a history of not funding preventative maintenance. So right now we're faced with a $23 million backlog in our sewer infrastructure maintenance, which is projected to grow to $75 million in the next decade if we do nothing.
So people living there question why this funding can't come out of the city's budget or by increasing sales taxes. Well, a spokesperson says enterprise funds must pay for itself by service charges and fees. For a more in-depth look of these stories and the rest of the news you may have missed this week, and to check the latest developments happening with Colorado's destructive wildfires, you can always visit our website at cbscolorado.com.